Welcome back. It's time to escape to the action at Seminole Casino Hotel Immokalee. It is Vegas style 24/7 because just like Vegas, Seminole Casino Hotel never closes. It is pure entertainment anytime you want, and truly where paradise wins.
From Dr. Tucker's Vision Center, I'm so happy to welcome back to the show Dr. Tucker. Great to see you again.
Good to see you again. Good to be here.
School is back in session, so we're going to talk about children's vision. And a lot of people I don't think know, but when is the appropriate time to get a child's eye examination, the first time?
The National Eye Institute recommends 6 months of age to have an eye exam by
That
a
young,
child.
okay.
That young. And we can see a lot of things on that child, whether they're farsighted, nearsighted, astigmatism.
That's unbelievable to me. Just at 6 months, you can see all of that.
You can tell what a child sees at 6 months of age by related to what we call preferential looking, where they look at something, and if they can really see it, they'll look at it.
Is that a time, a period in a child's life where it's doing the most developing or changing the most?
Most developing. When the child is born, they are not seeing what we call 20/20, normal standard vision. It takes a good year or so, a little longer depending on the child, before that eye is totally developed. But we can tell what they're seeing at 6 months, and is that in the range we should be looking at.
So, and then how often after that, or should they come in every 6 months or every year? Yearly exams?
Every year or two, depending on what the family history and those type of things, and depending on what the child has. Obviously, if the child has some problems, needs glasses or whatever that may be, then certainly every single year. Okay.
And we were talking about kids being back to school, and I know that they do a lot of eye screenings at school, but a lot of times that's not really getting to the root of the eye exam,
right? The root of the problem. Basically, what they're looking for is the child really farsighted, nearsighted, how much, and what they are really seeing. But because a child sees what they call 20/20, normal standard vision, does not mean that the child is seeing properly. There are a lot of other things involved with the developmental aspect of a child in vision besides seeing 20/20. And so they need to do a full eye exam with an eye doctor that sees a lot of children and understands children's developmental vision. Very critical.
So I think that's a really good reminder, you know, if your kids are in school and they are getting that screening, certainly you want to take them in for their annual exam or their 6-month checkup with the eye doctor as well. So what are you really looking for that they're not catching at the screening?
The key thing that should be looked for, the child should be dilated, what they call a cycloplegic exam, so the eye is totally relaxed, the pupil totally opens up, and you can see what that child really needs in correction. You can also look at the health of the eye, particularly looking for what we call retinal blastomas, which are very common in smaller children. Not very common, but it is there, and that's a tumor in the eye that can actually metastasize to the rest of the body. So all those things are very, very critical at that age. But you can certainly look in that eye and see if they have any health problems related to
Is there kind of a time limit with age when it comes to correcting their vision? Is it something you want to catch early on?
That's why we're recommending 6 months of age. If there's a problem, you correct it very early, then you'll have less likelihood that they'll have a lazy eye or one eye turning in or turning out, or the eye not really ever developing into a 20/20 eye.
And so that is correct, those things that you mentioned. I mean, is it always correctable, do you think? Especially
most
when it
of the
comes
time,
to...
sometimes they're just born with issues that there's, you know, genetic issues, you can't help that. But if it's a correction where they're farsighted, nearsighted, astigmatism, or the focusing ability is not right, then a lot of times that can be corrected, but we know the earlier we correct that, the less likelihood you will have problems down the road.
And I know we're talking about children's vision, Dr. Tucker, but what about when it comes to people like myself, us old adults here, who sometimes maybe put the checkups on the back burner? I know it's really important for us to get in there as well.
You should get an eye exam in every year or two thereafter. What we see in the studies are once you hit 40 in every decade above that, the eye disease process increases exponentially.
Okay.
The problem with a lot of those are you think you see just fine, and you may not be seeing just fine. By the time you realize you got a problem, you realize you're seeing a problem vision-wise, it may be too late. We have some real problems.
It's just such a damper because as you age, you can't help it. Like
things happen. Yes.
Things just happen. You wake up in the morning and all of a sudden, I was talking to you a couple of weeks back, you know, it's kind of blurry when I'm seeing when I get up. Well, how old are you?
That's
right. It might be your age, so certainly get into the eye doctor and get that checked out. He has a special offer that he would like to extend to you. If you mention the Morning Blend, mention that you saw our segment here on the Morning Blend, children's lenses, and frames are going to be 25% off And that is during the month of August, right, Dr. Tucker?
That is correct, yes.
So you want to take advantage of that this month. Again, mention that you saw us on the Morning Blend and call the number on your screen for more information. So another reminder, children's visions, if you're, again, if you're in school and you've got that screening, go ahead and step into the eye doctor anyway, because you want to make sure you catch whatever it is at that time, at that early age.
That is correct.
Thank you so much. Great to see you again.
Good to see you.
For more on Dr. Tucker's Vision Center, log on to our website. That, of course, is going to be fox4morningblend.com.
Help is just a phone call away. Up next, Project Help is back and ready to help you and your family.